Hello everyone, and welcome to my Unit 3 presentation. Today we will touch on the cognitive and psychological aspects of user-centered research. We will be focusing on works from James G. Greenough, Kirk St. Amant, and Don Norman. Don Norman, in his book, The Design of Everyday Things, helps us understand UX design in a deep psychological way by using examples of everyday appliances to help us grasp this concept. Though products can be complex in nature, Norman presumes that with the right type of design, users can understand a product. But if we've learned anything from Patricia Sullivan, it's that people act in the darnest ways. Norman believes there are 7 fundamental principles of design that can help users work with products: discoverability, feedback, conceptual model, affordances, signifiers, mappings, and constraints. Discoverability refers to the ease of use with the product. Feedback is how well the product lets the user know whether they are doing something correctly. Conceptual model is the system in which the product thrives and users understand its purpose. Affordances refers to the environment, or in this case, what the product can provide to the user. Signifiers are using both discoverability and feedback so that users without prior knowledge can attempt to use a product. Mappings, similar to the conceptual model, allows there to be a familiarity between products so the users know what to do every time despite it being a different product. Example, driving a car. Even though a car is different, you still know how to drive. And finally, constraints. Everyday notions that we consciously or subconsciously remember that helps users navigate through a product or understand its inner workings. For example, once we know how to drive, we don't really forget. While I found James G. Greenough's Gibson's Affordances to be a difficult read, the term affordances coined by Gibson allows us in the technical communication field to further emphasize the importance of the relationship between the product and the user. Greenough explains that affordances refers to whatever it is about the environment and contributes to the kinds of interaction that occurs. In terms of product design, we can agree that affordances are what helps users know how the product can better their lives or make a difficult task effortless. Norman lists affordances as one of his 7 fundamental principles, and it's clear why. In order for people to want to use a product, they need to be aware of its benefits and how it fits into their lives. Though people act in the darnest ways when introduced to something new, people also are cautious about the technologies they allow into their lives. The interactionist view allows users to learn and play with the product before determining its affordance in their life. Similar to other works we've reviewed, such as Steve Krug, Robert Johnson, and Pat Sullivan, everyone agrees that the user is the most important aspect of product development. St. Amant furthers our discussion of user and product by introducing script and prototype theory through a cultural context. Both theories provide technical communicators with tools to understand how people identify with products through their cultural background. While St. Amant mentions that cultural differences are difficult to see right away, we are assured by the fact that interviews and focus groups are just some of the techniques technical communicators can use to identify cultural differences. This comes as no surprise, as we have learned from Leah Boulay that there are many methods we can use to conduct usability tests in order to obtain information. St. Amant is just asking us to consider other things during these tests, such as cultural differences and language barriers, both linguistically and technically. To sum up everything we've grasped onto so far, I thought it would be fun for us to use Norman's 7 design principles to explain the complexity of one of the most influential technologies of our time: the pencil. Our first element is discoverability. Can I figure out how to use this product? Well, when you are introduced to a pencil, it can either be sharpened or unsharpened. If it's sharpened so that you can see the lead, then you're good to go and you can use it immediately. If it isn't sharpened, then the user will have to find a way to expose the lead for proper use. Feedback. Is the pencil working correctly? I think this will depend on the user's purpose for using the pencil. Can they use it to draw a picture, and is that picture reaching their expectations? Are they using it to write a note, and is that note written to their satisfaction? Another form of feedback from the pencil is when the lead is low, and it becomes difficult to write or draw. This tells the user that it is time to sharpen the pencil. Conceptual model. The pencil is used for writing or recording thoughts visually. When a user sees a pencil, they know that it can be used to create something visual. They understand that if they make a mistake, the eraser can make it disappear. Affordances. The pencil helps the user record information. It helps the user visually present information. In this case, the pencil helps users quickly record their thoughts as well as erase errors, making it seamless for the user to jot down or sketch ideas. Signifiers. Users who have used pencils in the past, or if it's their first time using a pencil, will quickly understand the construction of the tool. The eraser is used to delete mistakes and/or errors. The body is used to grip the pencil, and the point where the lead is exposed is used to write. After using one pencil, users will know how to use any pencil. Mappings. The eraser is always at the top of the pencil. The lead is always at the bottom. The body of the pencil may change in size or color, but the location of the lead and the eraser will always remain the same. Constraints. Users understand that pencils are used to write or draw, so as soon as they pick one up, they know exactly what to do. I believe Norman's design principles can be used for any piece of technology a technical communicator is trying to dissect. Going back to Greeno's interactionist view, the user can interact with different pencils to find one that fits their needs. For example, there are mechanical pencils, colored pencils, and pencils that come in different sizes, each one serving a different purpose while producing a similar outcome. And by following the script theory and prototype theory given to us by Saint Amant, we can identify the groups that would prefer each type of pencil. All in all, what we can gather from this again, the user is the most important aspect of product development, and knowing what the user likes will benefit both the product and the person using it. Thanks for watching.